We are in front of the Israeli School, Universal Practical Knowledge, the Philadelphia Division, here at 3226 Cheltenham Avenue in Philadelphia. We're standing in front of the school right now, getting a description of the 12 tribe sign that's been painted by one of the brothers that was in the school: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Shalom. Shalom. You've been waiting for this day, so this day has finally come. A lot of you have been wondering where this knowledge that you've been hearing is coming from, and the powerful truth that you've been hearing, how this was established. When we finally were able to arrange for the priests to come down from New York and spend some time with us. And I'd like to introduce them if I can. These are some great brothers. We're very glad to have them with us. We want to make them feel as warm as possible, because this is their work and the extension of their work and what they've laid down some time ago. I'd like to introduce, first of all, priest and Sixth Shield General, 4th in command in the nation of Israel, Lahab. I'd like to salute this brother. March up. Barak. Yeshabim, which means sit. And I'm going to turn it over now to Priest General Lahab.
Water, brother. I'd like to say this, starting off, we're very impressed at your school here, and we're very impressed to see that the brothers and sisters in Philadelphia think enough of the Most High and the Bible and the truth and your nationality to be a part of this, because most of the brothers and sisters are running from the truth.
Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need, because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
It's that time of year. We're going to be in Houston, Texas from April 1st to April 5th, celebrating the Lord's 57th annual Passover. under Commanding General Yohana. Jam-packed, full of events, line dancing, fishing, horseback riding, rides for the kids, bounce houses, and the annual lamb slaughter held at the BH Ranch. And it ain't no party like the all-black party, the annual all-black party. 14149 Player Street in Houston, Texas. You know it's gonna be lit. All leading up to Saturday, April 4th, the Lord's 57th annual Passover. You still got time. Go to isupk.com to pay your Passover fee. 18 and over, $200. You do not want to miss the Lord's 57th annual Passover. Houston, Texas. Shalom.
If you are black, Hispanic, or indigenous, you are an Israelite according to the Bible. And the Most High commanded the children of Israel in Leviticus 23 and verse 5, and all throughout the Bible, to keep the Lord's Passover. That's right, the Lord's Passover, coming up on April 4th, 2026, under Commanding General Yohana. You don't want to miss it. Be there. Shalom. For the low fee of $200, get your Passover fee in, access to the full venue, food, parties, all that. Don't miss it.
All right, let me hit y'all up with something. Many of us, we talk about the Bible and claim to love God and all of this, claim to follow God, right? What you really want to do to be following God is not celebrating Christmas, Thanksgiving, and New Year's, pagan holidays that's not in the Bible. You need to be making it down to the Lord's 57th annual Passover in Houston, Texas. It's going to be on April the 4th. The fee to get in is $200 per person. The Lord said, you know, not to come in any of his feast days empty-handed, so that is why that fee is there on the table. So it's $200 per person, and what you want to do is make it down there and celebrate the Lord's Passover with true prophets of God from the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge.
You a black, native, or Hispanic, you need to be at the Lord's Passover. The only Passover is with the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana. Don't let them lie to you. If you out here celebrating this right, you for sure gotta come celebrate with your people. Alright? The weather gonna look way better than this, and it's in Texas. The ISUPK under Commander General Yohana presents the Lord's 57th annual Passover in Houston, Texas, April 4th, 2026. Pay your Passover fees. ISUPK.com. $200 per adult. Kids get in free.
All right. All
right, shalom, shalom, shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brakatah to the Akim. Shalom, Yahweh Shemar Alatah Bashem Yahweh Shah to the Akwathium. Out there, once again, I am Officer 1000 Awadja, and this is the Detroit ISUPK Detroit Law class under Commander General Yohana. All right. Gonna rock it out tonight, man. When we talk about Easter being a sin, man, because that's what it is, and that's what so many of our brothers and sisters is about to celebrate. While we gonna be in Houston, Texas, man, celebrating the Lord's Passover, they're gonna be in a Christian church celebrating stupid Easter, which is a sin, man. It's a sin, man. Celebrating Easter is so much the worship of another God, man. And our people don't even understand that that's what we doing, all right? Before we get in there, Salaki, I got a little ahead of myself. Can y'all like and share the classes, man, to push this truth and get this truth out here, man? All right? Like and share the classes. Oh, yeah, I got to do it myself. I forgot to do it my own self, Salakia. I'm doing it right now to push this truth, man. Because we coming up on a like every time I do a class the following week, it seems like we getting closer and closer to the end of this thing, man. Because God, dog, something as of late anyway, big things is happening over there in the Middle East. Somebody getting bombed, somebody bombing somebody or something. All right. So we want to share these classes, get the truth out there, push, wake up our people. Like, that's the most important thing we could do right now is push this truth. It's needed more than anything, all right? Okay. Now, to the topic of the class, celebrating Easter is a sin. The first thing I just wanted to say, and this is just something I want to say just for a second, man. Just rock with me a little bit here, right? Celebrating Easter is stupid. It's just dumb. It's dumb. Who in the hell believes that a rabbit can lay some eggs? Like when you just actually just look at it and look at what the customs of celebrating, it is dumb. You chasing around some Easter eggs in somebody's backyard or at some church who you think the pastor is such a holy man, he acting like he helping the kids find the eggs. He trying to get them off at some corner somewhere where he can do some terrible things to them kids, man. So he can do terrible things to them kids. That's what we have allowed ourselves to come to. Some stinking child of Sodom preying on our children, talking about he trying to help them find some Easter eggs that don't got nothing to do with a rabbit, don't got nothing to do with the Bible, don't got nothing to do with God, don't got nothing to do with Christ. All right? Black, Hispanic, and Native American, guess what, man? Christ died for you. Christ didn't die for no stupid Easter. That ain't why Christ died. Christ died for our sins so we can have a chance to make it back to the Father, man. That's why Christ died, man. Christ's death is serious business, and they make a joke out of it with stupid stuff like Easter. Like it's some game. Like Christ's death is something to play with. It ain't nothing to play with, man. This is serious business. This is about the business of the Lord, man. All right? We got to come out of that stupid nonsense, man. We got to stop believing everything we see on TV and everything the oppressor. If you Black, Hispanic, or Native American, and you inside of this kingdom, you have to examine anything that comes from the oppressor, and super examine it too. Because look at how can we accept anything from a man who has done the things that he's done to us, man? The things he's done to our people, the things he's done to our children. This man come at us from every way and try to destroy us through the internet, through the television, through religion, propaganda. Hadariala said something so powerful. Captain Hadariala said something so powerful last night, man. He said, when a white woman see us walking towards her, she clutching her purse, and she should be clutching her purse when her people going towards her. How the hell you gonna, they gonna clutch she clutches her purse when we walk towards her, and they murder by the millions. The millions, man. The millions. And you telling me you looking at us like we criminals? Nah, man. No. And that's because of what? That's because of propaganda. Propaganda, man. Stuff you see on TV and in the news and different things of that nature. Social media and all that garbage, man. A lot of that stuff y'all see on social media, man, that is the oppressor pushing that stuff out there like that, man. It's made up. It's not even real. And we see that stuff and think it's real life and want to put it on, what's that one, World Star? That's right, I said right. Yeah, World Star. We put it on that foolishness, man. We on that all goddamn day. Soaking in a bunch of foolishness. Our women looking at Real Hollywood Wives or whatever that foolishness called, they letting that be the example of how they live, man. And you clutching your purse when we walk by. Hell no, man. No, oppressor is the damn devil, man. He is the straight up and down devil, man. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go to gotta put that down so I get to my phone. We're gonna go to the book of Jeremiah. So we're gonna pull first. Let's see. Yeah, man. The oppressor is the devil, man. We're going to go to Jeremiah. Salaki, give me 1 second. First thing first, we're going to go to Jeremiah 50:6. Start right there. All right. We're going to start right there. And this what we pulling now, man. It tied into not just Easter, but everything that happens to us inside of this kingdom, man. Every single thing. All right. I just wanted to pull this first. Then we'll kind of jump into Easter a little bit, all right? So Jeremiah 50:6, and it reads, it says, my people have been a lost sheep. And that's what we are inside of this kingdom, man. Because if we understood, we wouldn't even be thinking about celebrating no damn Easter. If we knew who we was, if we had our identity, if we had the way we live, our customs, we would never even think about celebrating something as dumb as Easter. We would be looking at them chasing around some Easter eggs, talking about what in the hell is they doing? Like, what are you doing? They talking about they celebrating the resurrection of Christ with an Easter bunny. Those two don't even go together. How do you put those together? Those two things don't even go together. That don't even make no sense. And that's how we got raised inside of this kingdom that we in, man. A bunch of foolishness. The Bible says children are our oppressors, man. Your oppressor thinks like a child. Only a child would think something like that, man. No grown man is thinking like that. That's not even, the combination of the two is not even logical. It's not even logical, man. But when you under a man like this oppressor right here, man, who clearly has the mind of a child, the mind of sicko. This man is sick, and the oppressor is like a cancer inside of the earth. That's why the Lord said he's going to have to remove him, man. All right. So my people are a lost sheep inside of it, a lost sheep. It goes on to say, it says, their shepherds have caused them to go astray. Our shepherds have caused us to go astray. However you look at it, if you look at the Christian pastors, they caused us to go astray. Who the hell wanna, like, what possibly, like, think about for a second for us, for the ones that was in Christianity. Now, everybody in Christianity, right? We was all there once or twice or however, whatever, right? We all heard T.D. Jakes speak. We all heard Creflo Dollar speak. One of the ones I heard growing up was a dude by the name of Fred Price, a little older. Y'all probably don't know him. And I can't think, it was two white dudes that my grandma used to listen to. Oh, Jim Baker and Jimmy Swagger, I think that was his name, some junk like that. You know what I'm talking about? Now think about this, man. What did they ever teach you? What did you ever learn from them? You never learned a damn thing from them, but how important it was to give them your money. How important it was, as if the more money you pay, that's how you get blessings from God. When that's just not true, man. You learn stupidity like that, and the reason why you learn stupidity like that, because they have nothing to really actually teach you. All right, and then what does it do? It causes you to go astray. Then you say, well, after so long, after you see the hustle, you like, this is BS. I don't want to be a part of this. So then what you do? You go to Islam. That was, when I was growing up, that was the first thing everybody went to. When they quit messing with Christianity, they'll go to Islam. Now they all in Islam. Now they in there not learning anything, because that don't got nothing to do with us neither. The whole time what we looking for, we can't find, because what the Bible just say, the shepherds, the people over us, they leading us astray. That's why we can't never find what it is that we looking for. We going here and there and everywhere looking for something, but we cannot find it, because what? Nobody is rooted in the Bible. That's why I was so glad when I found the truth, man. I found this and I was like, oh my God, this is what I've been looking for. This is what I've been looking for. Right here is what I've been looking for, man. It was just, the feeling was so right, man. It was insane. All right. Finally, somewhere where all my questions, every question I had about the Bible was getting answered. I said, man. And then on top of that, stuff that I never even knew was in the Bible was being shown to me. I couldn't believe it when I found out slave ships was in the Bible. I couldn't believe it. Let me tell y'all, Salaki, this is a sidebar, and I'm trying not to go too far off topic. But when I saw that, once I saw them slave ships was in the Bible, I didn't need nothing else. That was it for me. You couldn't tell me nothing else. Nothing nobody could say about nothing to tell me anything else. That was us. And that was that. All right. Says, my people have been a lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned away on the mountains. They have turned away on the mountains, meaning what? What does it mean to like turn away on the mountains? Like we on top of the mountain. And what do? We turn away from that. We turn away. We on top. What did the Lord say? The Lord said we a separate people above all the people on the earth. We above every nation on the planet. We don't know what that feel like here. Too many of us in here, we think the way we live inside of this kingdom is a normal thing. This is not normal for the God's people. This is not how God intended for his people to live, man. But we don't understand that. And how do we deal with it? We smoke weed and get high. Because what? It helps us escape from the reality of what we living in for a few minutes. Because what? Because we don't know how to deal with it. Why don't we know how to deal with it? Because our leaders have led us astray. That's why we don't know how to deal with it. That's why we don't know how to handle it. That's why we don't know how to live our everyday life, man. We have never had no real leadership. The Bible say the gates have language in Israel. The gates is set up to protect you, man. We supposed to be protected from stupid stuff like Easter and what just Valentine's Day? What was St. Patrick's Day? And all this old garbage. Wish somebody would have hit me because I ain't having no green. I would have shot they stupid ass. Slacky. I'm joking. I'm kidding, of course. Of course I'm kidding, but that's stupid. We do stupid stuff like that, man. And we supposed to be protected from those type of things. Slacky too. Y'all can type y'all questions in the chat. And if you got some questions too, brother, you could just ask them. I got you. All right, give me 1 second. I do got to pause and check the questions and make sure I don't have any. All right. So, yeah. Them gates language, man, and got us celebrating stupid stuff like Easter and all that old dumb stuff, man. And sitting in the Christian church jumping around. What the hell is all that jumping for? What are you doing? What is it? It means nothing. How does jumping around, what does that got to do with God? Nothing. None of the stuff, it's all stupid. And we learn absolutely nothing. All right. It goes on to say, it says, they have gone from mountain to hill. Meaning we was on a mountain. We on top. We went down from the mountain to the goddamn on hill, man. That is a true fall from grace. It's like, I don't mean to sound so Christian, but that's a hell of a fall. That's a hell of a fall, man. Think about it. We was above all the nations on the earth, right? And we looked down and saw them and said, hey, that looks fun. And stepped down to them. Ridiculous. Maybe we got bored. I don't know what the hell happened. It just makes no sense to me. Because I'm looking at this place today and I'm saying, what was so special about what the hell they couldn't have been doing nothing that special, because this is ridiculous. All right. Grab, let me slack you. Hold on 1 second, John. Testing.
No, I was just saying that every tradition that we follow is not of ours.
Con, that's absolutely 100% right, man. Every tradition that we follow is not of ours. Like everything we follow inside of this kingdom is not ours. You know what I mean? This is a whole king. That's what I don't understand. That's what we don't understand inside of this kingdom. Everything we follow inside of this kingdom is not ours. Think about it. We don't eat shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster and all that stuff. So the diet that they have inside of this kingdom is not ours. The way they dress, the way they act, none of these things are ours. It's all the oppressor. Our women not gonna be walking around half naked in the kingdom. It's not gonna happen, man. They're gonna be dressing real modestly. And some of this stuff these brothers be wearing, I don't even know, man. I thought I saw a brother in some capris one day. I just, I don't know, man.
And some Ugg boots.
I don't be knowing, man. I don't be knowing. I don't know. I guess I'm just old fashioned. I don't be knowing. I don't know. All right. Let's get it. Where we at with it? It says, they have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place, man. We forgot our place of rest, man. Because this is not our place of rest inside of this kingdom, man. There's no, like, we got to get up every day and go slave for an oppressor that hates us. How can this be a place of rest for us? How can it be a place of rest for us? It can't be, man. It can never be a place of rest for us. But I'll tell you what it is. It can be a place of correction. It can be that. It could be a place where we can look and say, okay, this is what happened when you disobeyed to the Lord. That's how you can look at this place, man, because that's what this place is. This place is a direct result from our disobedience. And nobody can't say it is, because everybody on the planet knows, God, dog, Salaki, I know I'm going way off topic, but Salaki. But everybody on the planet knows it's a difference between white people and black people, and black people in every other nation on the planet. We just different. We get treated different. We behave different. Everything is different. Nothing about us is the same. And we damn sure don't get treated the same. And we've never been close to getting treated the same. When black people could play, we might as well get told to shut up and sit down. All right. We forgot our resting place, man. We forgot all about our resting place. All right. Verse 7. It says, all that found them have devoured them, man. All that found them have devoured them, meaning every nation, and you could just look, and you could look in your neighborhood today and see it. Every nation all takes from you. You don't control anything in your own neighborhood. How is that possible? To control absolutely nothing? Like, hold on, man. We don't own none of the gas stations. Some Arab drive from Dearborn every day to every gas and own every gas station in our neighborhood. They granddaddy own all of them. They all work for them. The granddaddy own all of them, and we don't own none of them. The most we can own in our neighborhood is a weed shop. That's what we can own in our neighborhood. A damn weed shop. They'll let us own a dispensary. They'll give us that.
They get a piece of.
That's exactly what. That's exactly what they do. Mind you, brothers still serving 10 to 20 years in prison for weed. They still in there. There's still brothers locked up for weed, and it's legal now. And the oppressor is the devil, man. I'm trying to explain this to y'all the best way I can. All right. So I say all that found us have devoured us, man. Meaning to have destroyed us, have took advantage of us, has beat us down. So all we could think about is getting high and playing Call of Duty or 2K. Like, that's how we escape our reality. That's how we escape the reality of what's going on, what's happening to us inside of this kingdom. That's how we get away from it. Because what? It goes back to what we read up top. It said our shepherds did what? Led us astray. We don't have no, It's only one man that can lead this nation properly, and that is Commander General Yohana. That's it, man. And you know it because everywhere else you look, it has failed us, man. You can look at the Black Panther Party. You can look at the Civil Rights Movement. You can look at all these things, and they all failed us. I don't know. It doesn't even make sense to think a piece of paper writing some law is going to change the heart of a man that hates you and wants to kill you. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Makes no sense. Civil rights movement was a waste of time. And all that stuff in there, Donald Trump erasing everything. All that stuff gone. You can forget about that. He said that ain't fair to white people. I guess whatever. Whatever.
If you don't mind, like what I noticed with black men is we don't like have our own traditions to pass to each other.
Okay.
Like you see white people going hunting and you know they teaching their kids how to hunt, how to survive.
Yeah, okay.
And all that kind of stuff. And like when I think back, I don't have one man in my family that taught me any of these things.
Yeah, kind of.
Like we don't have any traditions like that, and they teach themselves to get stronger, and we don't learn none of that kind of stuff.
Kind.
That's why we do go to, like you said, like smoking and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because we don't have tradition.
We don't have anything. We only have what they give us, and that's sad because they don't give us anything that makes us into anything. You see what I'm saying? They don't have anything. The things that they give us keep us subservient to them. You see what I'm saying? It keeps us underneath them. The Christianity they give us, because it's white Jesus, it keeps us under their foot. You see what I'm saying? So when you absolutely, when you say that, you absolutely correct. You are 100% correct, man, and that's why the ISUPK is so precious, man. It's precious as fine gold, because it's some place where you could come and you can have your own, man. Something for you, something that God meant for you. You see what I'm saying? Something we can pass down to, something that makes us strong, not only as individuals, but as a nation of people. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. Something that makes us strong as an entire nation of people, man. It's not just about one or two brothers. It's about us, man. And you will never find that outside of here.
The only place you probably find it is like gangs. That's why we go to gangs.
Yeah, you would think, at least you would think it's a gang, but of course it's not a gang, because they have you sinning too.
Exactly.
Yeah. But but I get what you're saying. I get exactly what you're saying. Yeah, you looking for that love. Yeah, you looking for that love. And that was a problem. They was locking up all the black fathers and stringing them out on drugs, and then everybody turned to gangs. Yeah, kind of. Yep, you 100% right. You absolutely right. And that's sad, man. And people don't understand that was something that was planned and carefully thought out. It ain't just happened. You know what I mean? It wasn't something that was just, they sat at a table and came up with a plan to do it. All right. I will pull it. I'll probably go over something like that next class, actually, because I normally do that once in a while. But I got the COINTELPRO list where they pull up, where they tell you that the FBI set it all up. Tell you everything that they was trying to do, the whole plan. J. Edgar Hoover was in on and all that. Yeah, yeah. I'll bring that out next week. No problem. I love doing that class. Oh my God, I love doing that. So it say all that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, "We offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord." So the people that's doing this thing to us saying, we ain't feel like they not doing nothing wrong because what? They saying we sinned against the Lord. Like, and that's the thing. They know, the other nations, they know that if we keep in the law, statutes, and commandments, they know that God is going to defend us. And they know if we not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, that the Lord is not going to defend us. Right? So the other nations know this thing. And just real quick, God, dog, since I'm even saying that, I'm just going to pull it real quick. And I'm going to get right back to it. Pull it right quick. Give me 1 second. For no, Salakia. All right. Let me get it. Let's see if I can find it right quick. Salakia. Got it. Okay. This in the Apocrypha, this Judas 5:20, it says, "Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God." So this is another nation plotting on whether they were going to attack us or not. Now, this is Judas 5:20 in the Apocrypha. So this is another nation plotting on whether they're going to attack us or not. Now, this is one of his advisors talking to him. He's saying, "Now, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people and they sin against, and they say, we sinning against the Lord," it said, "let us consider that this shall be their ruin." Meaning, this is the perfect time to attack them. This one we're going to go up and attack them because they what? They sinning against their God, right? And it goes on to say, and it says, this shall be their ruin, and let us go up and we shall overcome them. So they knew that they could overcome us if we were sinning against our God, if we was breaking the law, statutes, and commandments. They knew this. All right. Verse 21, it says, "But if it be no iniquity in their nation," meaning what? If we keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, if we not breaking the laws, if we following and doing the things we be supposed to do, if we not celebrating Easter, if we not eating shrimp, crab, and lobster, if we not celebrating Christmas and St. Patrick's Day and smoking weed and doing all these other things, if we not doing any of these things, it says, "But if there be no iniquity in the nation, let my Lord now pass by." Meaning, don't bother them. Pass on by them. Leave them alone. Don't come up against them if they not sinning. And it says, "Lest their Lord defend them and their God before them, and we become a reproach before the world." Meaning, they knew that the Lord would defend us if we wasn't sinning. And if they tried to attack us, they knew the Lord would make an example out of them before the world. That's why I said that we be a reproach before the world, because the Lord would make them an example before the world if they attacked us while we were not sinning. So the other nations know. So don't think like the other nations don't know that keeping us sinning. That's why if you look at the kingdom that we in, everything is centered around keeping us sinning. Everything is around keeping us sinning. We pouring in the ghetto, right? So what do they make the cheapest thing for us to have? One of the most abominable things you can have, pork. And then they make it seem like, and then lately they was calling it what? The new white meat. The new white meat. And we just eating it in ham sandwiches and pork chops and all of that. But it is a sin to eat pork. It's a sin to do it. Then you feel like you doing something when you eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. You sinning. And that stuff is nasty, man. Crab meat is disgusting to me.
Yes,
God, yeah, kind. It's disgusting.
They bottom feeders.
Yeah, kind.
They eat algae.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That stuff is nasty.
How did they fool us into thinking that it was a delicacy?
because of our love for the oppressor, we love the things that he loved, and we hate the things that he hate. That's why that's another part of the reason why we destroyed the way we is. It's the same thing with us. We love the Lord and we hate the things the Lord hate. So that's why Christians hate black people so much. They love the oppressors so much that they hate us. They'll tell a woman, it's okay, just go from man to man till you figure it out. Now she ran through and don't nobody want her ass. They ain't tell her that part. She done got tricked. They done destroyed this young lady, man. You don't get destroyed in here. You ain't touching none of these sisters up in here unless you ready to spend your absolute rest of your life with her. And that's that. I don't give a damn what kind of problems y'all got. Y'all gonna stay together and y'all gonna work it out. Guess y'all gonna be at council twice a week then. That's just what it's gonna be. That's just what it's gonna be. Yeah, so don't think that they don't know that by keeping us sinning. And that's why every sinful thing is pushed on us. We the front runners when it comes to pushing the alphabet lifestyle. They always got us somewhere in the forefront or somewhere around it, or attach that to us in some kind of way or something, man. Every time I hear us get brought up as a people, some kind of way somebody attached them to us too, like as if they a part of us or something. I don't know what the hell that's weird to me. They weird. They effing weirdos.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Like when you think about how they like black on black crime is like a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they looking at us like, look how we got them acting towards each other. It's crazy.
When really black on black crime is just something. It's so fucking stupid. It's like, excuse my language. It's so silly because you only commit a crime to the person that's in your same neighborhood or in your same space. White people commit crimes on white people. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? It's the same thing. Like but that just tie back into what I said earlier, the propaganda. The way they push it on through TV and movies and media and social media and things of that nature. It's an agenda that's pushed so people can look at us and say, well, you see how they be behaving, as if we behaving like animals when really it's them behaving like animals. Police pull you out the car and bust you upside your dang on head because you took too long pulling out your wallet. They look at you and go, well, yeah, he should have been moving faster. He should have been moving faster. They don't look at the police and say, well, damn, could he have a little more patience? Like he was getting his wallet. Give him a second. Dang on. No, you should have moved faster. Hell no. You better move faster next time. They the animals and they got you looking through because of TV and the internet. They looking at you like you the animal. Nah, that's incorrect. All right.
All these other races of people kill each other in mass.
Yeah, they do. They do. It ain't no. There's no different. But because of TV, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are the problem. All right. It says because they have sinned against the Lord in the habitations of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers. So again, they these other nations, they know exactly what they doing. They know exactly, like, if they didn't know we was the children of Israel, we would probably have a different conversation. But they know. They just had it from us. They know exactly who they got the goddamn on maps. Like, come on, man. You got the maps from where you came and got us from. You know. Like, this is ridiculous. You know. We had a kingdom of Judah in Africa. Like, if you got kingdom of Judah in Africa and you come get you from the kingdom of Judah, like, come on, man. Let's stop this. All right. So that's that. Okay. Now we're going to get to Amos. Slacker. Amos 5. Let's get Amos 5 and 21. Let's get to Easter. All right. So actually, before I do that, let's get because this is one of the things, right, that is so crazy. Christians think because Easter is in the Bible, that means celebrate Easter. So we're gonna get Acts, what is it, 15 and 15 and 4. Let me see. Let me double check. Salakia. 14 and 4, something like that. Let me get it. It's like it's 12 and 4. My mistake. 12 and 4. 12 and 4. So we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it in the Bible dictionary, and we're also gonna get it in the Blue Letter Bible. All right. Let's get it. All right. So this is Acts chapter 12 and verse 4. All right. This says, and when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to the 4 coronations of soldiers to keep him, intending after Easter to bring him forth to the people. All right. So they think because they see Easter in the Bible, that mean Resurrection Sunday or Easter egg hunting and all that. But this is Zondervan Bible Dictionary. Just gonna get it out of here, read a little bit out of here. Not too much, just a quick little thing. It says Easter, and in parentheses it got passed over. It says rendered Easter in Acts 12 and 4, but correctly translated to Passover. So it's correctly, because of course, as we know what? The Bible is a translation. So it's translated from, this would have been translated from Greek to English. So it's translated. The translation is of that Easter in there is Passover. We're going to get it in the Blue Letter Bible right quick. 1 second. Because that word is I don't want to butcher it. So I'm going to turn it up and try to put it to the microphone to see if y'all can hear it. All right. So give me 1 second. Okay, we got it.
Strong's G 3957. Pascha.
So in the Strong's it's translated to Pascha, which just simply means Passover. It has nothing to do with like all that stuff they do. I if I'm not mistaken, it's been a while since I've been, but I think didn't they used to like do something with red to represent the blood and all that old stuff? Somebody know what I'm talking about? If I'm not mistaken, if you know what I'm talking about in the chat, man, let me know, man, because it seemed like I remember they used to wave these little red little rags around or something, and it was weird to me. Like, good night. It's crazy how they do all of that stuff, and none of that stuff is in the Bible, man. That is insane. All right. So now from there, we're gonna get, let's see. I got the origin of the word Easter right here. All right. So, but I wanted to get one more thing in this Bible dictionary right here, because the worship of Easter it got to do with a fertility god, and it's Ishra. I think I pronounced the name right, but if I could just find it in here right quick, if y'all just bear with me. Yo, man, you mind trying to find that for me? It's Tawada, you know what I'm talking about? It's Ishra. Something like that. Her name is pronounced something to that nature. It's ISH, I think. You ain't about to have me misspelling something on like that nigga dumb. All right. So while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and read this right quick. All right. So it goes on to say, oh yeah, and that word Pascha is Greek, because of course the New Testament was translated from what? From Greek, which just all that just really means Passover. So looking at that word Easter, it's just Passover, okay? All right. So where we at here? All right. It says the English word Easter, which parallels the German word Ostern, is of uncertain origin. One view expounded by the Venerable B.D. in the 8th century was that it derived from Ostras or Ostre, an Anglo-Saxon goddess possibly associated with spring and fertility. Because what? That's all. That's really all it's about. Like, Easter is about the god of fertility, which in other words is doing what? Keeping us doing what? Keeping us sinning and keeping us worshiping the other gods, man. And that's why Easter is a sin. Because of what? Because it has us worshiping the God of another nation. Just like every other stinking thing inside of this kingdom. Everything we do inside of this kingdom, man, as far as when it's tied into one of their stupid holidays, is the worship of one of their gods. And we do it all the time inside of this kingdom. So like, I gotta check and make sure I do not have any questions online. Make sure I do not have any questions. Okay. All right. The water to the people that checked in. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. All right. It says spring and fertility. It says in modern era connection between Asura and spring has been disputed. She may have been a local protective deity rather than a fertility figure. So they halfway confused about. Let me see. I'll find that joint. No, this is from the Encyclopedia Britannica. What I'm reading right now. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me find this. Let me see if I can find this. Yes. It says, I'm gonna look for this and read this at the same time. I got it. So protective deity rather than a fertility figure. This view presumes, as does the view associating the origin of Christmas on December 25th with the pagan celebration of the winter solstice, meaning basically all these gods, and that's something else, Salakia. I'll look for that in a second. That's something else we got to understand. A lot of these guys all tie in together because they all what? They all Babylonian gods. They all come from Babylon. That's why the Bible say what? America, well, it doesn't literally say, but you know, of course, we know America is Babylon. America is Babylon. All right. So from there, I'm going to jump back to that, but I just want to read this right here. We're going to get Amos 4:20. Amos 4:20. See what the Lord think about your Resurrection Sunday and all that old garbage, right? Some X. Let's get it. You got that, good brother? You got Amos 4:20? Huh? Let's stop it. Okay, Kyle. 5:20. Salakia. 5:21 actually.
Amos 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days.
That's what the Lord said, man. The Lord said he hates your Resurrection Sunday. The Lord said he hates your Easter. The Lord said he hates your St. Patrick's Day. The Lord said he hates all of those things, man. He don't want nothing to do with none of that garbage. Why? Because the Lord wants us to worship him. If you Black, Hispanic, and Native American, man, what in the hell is you doing celebrating Easter? What you gonna do? Dress up in a rabbit outfit? That's what you gonna do? And chase the kids around? That sounds strange. Sounds weird. That shit sounds weird as heck. I remember I was in the world and my niece was having a birthday party and a grown man showed up and dressed himself up in a Dora outfit. I said, what the hell is this? I said, what the? I said, nigga, you about to dress up as Dora? You know, she hired the little Dora to come to it's a man done put on the Dora outfit. I'm like, what is this, man? Yeah, I'm not dressing up as no Dora. I don't care what. It ain't, I don't care. It cannot be that bad, man. But inside of this kingdom, they'll have you doing that. Then I thought it was weird because they did all the little dances and jumping, and then he wanted to hug the kids. I'm like, man, hold on. Yeah, that kind of stuff make me uncomfortable. Like, man, hold on. I already don't, because, you know, I always had a thing about the oppressor. I never trusted them. Never, ever, ever trusted them, man. He just had done to, I can't, if I know somebody has done all these things, I can't then say, okay, everything's all right now. I can't do that. I just ain't never been like that. I can't do that. Not with him. Like, goddamn, if we get into a fight and then, you know, we say, all right, the beef squash, that's one thing. But what this monster had done, nah, heck nah. Heck nah. You can't do all of that. Like, come on, man. All right. It says, I despise your feast days and will not smell in your stumbling assemblies, meaning the Lord ain't about to be a part of that junk. How the Lord gonna be a part of Easter dinner and it's a whole goddamn ham on the table? How the Lord gonna be a part of that, man? How can the Lord be a part of that? Everything inside of this kingdom that we think is family and about coming together and us loving each other is a sin and an abomination to the Lord, man. Think about the things that you do, man. You celebrate Thanksgiving. You celebrating the murder of the Native American Indians, the tribe of Gad, man. You celebrating their murder, man. You think the Lord is a part of that? Y'all sitting in there holding hands, praying to that? You think the Lord a part of that? No, the Lord ain't a part of that, man. The Lord ain't a part of that, man. You got to get that together. Because the Lord don't want, he said, I'm not in that assembly that you got. All right. And you think he is, but he is not. You thinking, you sitting there thanking the Lord, talking about, yeah, thank you, Lord, for giving us this and giving us that. The Lord ain't got no part of that. He don't hear the prayers of sinners. All right. The Lord does not hear the prayer of sinners. That's what Christians got you thinking. Because they full of sin and lust.
Are you going to 22?
Kai.
Verse 22. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them.
So he ain't accept, though. You offer them to him. You offering them your burnt offerings and you offering them your meat offerings. He said, I ain't accepting that nonsense, man. He ain't accepting it. Why? Because he don't want no, because it's not of him. The Lord gave us the days that we supposed to be celebrating. If you Black, Hispanic, and Native American, man, you supposed to be in Houston celebrating the Passover with us, man. You ain't supposed to be celebrating no damn stupid Easter. Let them stinking heathens celebrate Easter. Easter is for them. Easter ain't for you. We the chosen people of the Lord, man. And we ain't been acting like it as of lately, man. And it's time, and the Lord is starting to defend us and destroy our enemies before our eyes, man. And it's time for us to stand up and take back and put back on our strength, Black man, Hispanic man, and Native American man. It's time for us to stand up, man. Ezekiel said what in the valley of the dry bones? He said, can these bones live? You goddamn right these bones could live. You damn right, man. And what he say? And he looked and he seen that it was an exceeding army, a great army. That's what we see happening before our eyes inside of this kingdom. Every year the Passover getting bigger and bigger and better. Every single year, more and more brothers and sisters is coming into the school and waking up and coming to the truth. I see the valley of the dry bones happening, man. I see where we was and looking at where we at, man. I see the truth happening right before my eyes. That's why I'm so rooted in what I'm doing. That's why I believe so strong. That's why you can't tell me nothing different, because I see what's going on. The Bible is just not something you believe in. This thing is happening in your face. You see it happening in your face. You just got to believe and hope in Christianity. Hope things are going to get better one day. Well, guess what? Damn it, in the UPK, I know it's going to get better because I'm seeing it happen. All right?
Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts.
I don't think they can hear you in the mic.
Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts.
Neither will the Lord regard your peace offering. He don't want your peace offering neither. It ain't nothing. It's nothing you can offer the Lord on any of these stupid holidays of your oppressor. Why? For one, the Lord hates your oppressor. And everything that he does is sin. Man, you know what, man? I used to hate Thanksgiving and Christmas because waking up in the morning and smelling everybody on the block cleaning chitlins was the most disgusting. It is the most disgusting thing ever, man. We couldn't even get no cooked food because my mama used to be in our sink full of chitlins She in there cleaning chitlins like ain't no dang on tomorrow. How can you even eat something and take something like a chitlin and put it to your mouth after smelling that? I don't even understand it, man. I don't understand it. All right. Let me get back to the Salakia. Back to the origin of this Easter. It says that Christians, Salakia, give me 1 second. All right. It said this view presumes, as does the view associating with the origin of Christmas, December 25th, with pagan celebrations of the winter solstice, that the Christians appropriated pagan names and holidays for their highest festival, given the determination with which Christians combined all forms of paganism, the belief in multiple deities. So basically what this is saying, right, what it's just said right here is all this stuff is combining multiple deities, which is what? What is it all? It's the worship of other gods. You don't even think about it. The average Christian or the person, whoever, celebrating Easter, they don't even realize that they celebrating and worshiping other gods. They don't even got a clue. And all they got to do is just type it in their phone. That's all they got to do. It's a simple type it in, look it up, it pops up right there and show you. Now your pastor, he know it, but he don't care. He don't give a damn, because as long as you celebrating Easter, that's more money he gonna get in his pockets.
Salakia, sir, if I could.
Go ahead.
They got this saying that says if you want to hide something from a black person, you put it in a
Put
book.
in the book. Con. That's what they say. That's what they say. The problem is, it ain't that black people don't read. We read. We just read all the stupid shit on Facebook. Salakia. We just read all the stupid stuff on Facebook. That's what we read. We read a bunch of foolishness on Facebook. Let Puff Daddy release a statement from prison. Man, that junk gonna get about 10 million reads. They gonna read every letter, every page. Everybody want the Epstein files released. Niggas ain't about to read that shit. They don't care. They ain't gonna read that. They gonna listen to what who is somebody stupid? They gonna wait on some stupid pastor to tell them what the Epstein files say. They ain't concerned with reading that shit stuff. But let it be some Facebook nonsense. They gonna read everything about it. That's the problem. Back in my day, when I was growing up, it was Jet magazine. It wasn't that we ain't read. Let it be a Jet or an Ebony magazine. We was reading that. That got read. You know what I mean? We just read the stuff that absolutely does not matter. Makes no sense and helps us in no kind of way. That's what we read. Hey, Slacky, you might grab me a water? The water. Yeah, that's what we read. That's the issue. All right. Let's see, where we at on this? Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Wanted to look up pagan in here. If I ain't mistaken. Throw out. I appreciate that. So yeah, they know. And this would make it even more disgusting, man. Your Christian pastors know all of this stuff is pagan. They know it. If you ask them, they'll tell you. Which says what? about them. They're not men of character. They don't have morale. Because if you tell them the truth, it starts to take money out of their pockets. They make money off not telling the truth. They make money off keeping you celebrating. And I'm not just talking about from the congregation. I'm saying the government give them loans and grants and things of that nature for deceiving us. So they shepherds, but they giving us to the wolves. See, people don't know that. You ever seen a small church, a real small church? You know they ain't bringing in that much money, but the pastor still got a jag and no job. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, sir.
He got a jag and no job. That's how he's doing it. that is how he's doing it. They're paying him still. He's still getting paid.
That reminds me of that one movie, Don't Be a Menace, when his whole sermon was "Don't ask questions."
Yo, yeah.
He popped a Tootsie Roll on him.
Yeah.
Don't ask no questions.
That's what they got going on, though. That's real, man. That is the real deal, man. All right. So we get tricked and abused inside of this, man. And then we got to share Christ with everybody. When black man, Hispanic man, Native man, Christ came and died for you. Christ came here for you. The Most High, think about this. The Most High loved you so much, man. And that instead of destroying you, he sent Christ down here to be a sacrifice for you. And in Christianity, guess what they teach you? They teach you that that God is okay with you sinning. They teach you how to do what? How to disrespect Christ. That's what they teach you how to do. They teach you just all you gotta do is say, God, I'm sorry, and then you good, and then you can just go back and do the same thing over and over again. That's not repenting, man. When you repenting to change. You're not saying, God, I'm sorry, and then going to do the same thing over and over and over again. You saying, man, I messed up. I know I did. And then you changing from that. Let's say you do good for a week and you fall. Next time, do good for 2 weeks. You study. It's you constantly fighting them demons until eventually you conquer it. You don't just keep messing up. No. You conquer it. That's the point of it. You might stop that once and never fall again. But you have to conquer it. That's the point of it all. Conquer it. You might smoke cigarettes. Cut down every day. If you smoke 10 cigarettes, cut down to 9. And just keep counting. Go back till you ain't smoking no more. You know what I mean? If you smoking marijuana, you smoke 10 blunts a day. Cut down a blunt every day till you ain't doing it no more. Me, it didn't work for me that way. I had to quit cold turkey. I just had to do it. If I didn't do it that way, I was never gonna do it. And to me, it wasn't no sense of playing around with it. Go ahead and just quit and be done with it, and that's that. I was watching class one day, and I was just like, man, F this. I want to serve the Lord, and I just threw all that stuff away. I just, like 9 things I know, if I'm just counting the things I was doing wrong, I just stopped it all. Because I made the decision that I wanted to serve the Lord. Serving the Lord was more important to me than anything. You know what I mean? I had been on the fence for quite a while though, so it wasn't just like I just saw the truth that day and it happened that day. It didn't happen like that. But when I made the decision to jump in, it was on. It was on. By the time I had came to my first class, I was ready to rock and roll. All right. So let's get it. Did I finish this up? No, I didn't. So it goes on to say, which Christian combined all forms of paganism, the belief in multiple deities. This appears a rather dubious presumption. There is now widespread consensus that the word deceives from the Christian designation of Easter week in the albis, a Latin phrase that was understood as the plural of alba, which means dawn, and became Asherim in Old High German, the persecutor of the modern German and English term. The Latin and Greek Pascha, Passover, provides the root for Pasqua, the French word Easter. All right. So that's that right there. That's the pretty much the origin of the word Easter. All right. Going into where it derives from. I didn't find Easter in the Bible, in the Bible dictionary. I did look for it, but I'm trying to get through this class because we're running up on the time. So I just put it down for a hot second. And that is Salakia. And give me 1 second here. I'm trying to find something. If y'all just bear with me. Just bear with me 1 moment here. Because it is such an important thing to. All right, so let me do this. All right. It's like my phone was messing up. I was trying to get to the scripture. Okay. It says, all right, this is Deuteronomy. No, I don't want this. I want Hosea, Salakia. Give me 1 second. Give me Hosea. All right. Here we go. This I always like to bring this scripture out, especially when I'm reading stuff like this. Reason being, man, this is such a heavy scripture to me, because every time I even think about, I'll be laying in bed sometimes and I just think about this, and then I just think about how things is in the world today, and it's like, damn, this is really true. This is like really true. And this is Hosea 4:6, and it say my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And when I was just saying, sometimes I could just be laying down in my bed and I think about this scripture, then I think about the way the world is, and it's like, this is really true. This is really, and that's what I think about when I think about stuff like us celebrating Easter and us celebrating St. Patrick's Day and us celebrating what just passed, what was before that? Was it Valentine's Day? Yes, sir. Was it a Memorial Day or Labor Day? Did one of those come up in there somewhere? I don't even be knowing half of it. I don't even be knowing. I don't. Somebody be telling me, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's coming up. Okay. All right. Yeah. That's what's up. All right. Yeah. I don't even be knowing about that stuff, but yeah. But yeah, when you look at it, man, you see we so destroyed from these things, man. And really, if you look at us from like the 50s and the 60s, and then you see how we was together and how our families was and how we was raised and how we had strong men in the household, man. And then you see how far we done came from that after we decided to join ourselves to the oppressor, man. After we decided to fully embrace his way of life. Because before then, you got to think, we were separate away from them. Like, we couldn't go on this side of the train tracks. So on this side of the train tracks was them, and on that side of the train tracks was us. And we don't understand we were better. We were better off. Think about the things that we did, man. Think about like what we had, like Black Wall Street and the 20 black cities that's under lakes right now. The oppressor knew it. And that's why when we would build up a black city, they would come in and unalive everybody and burn the city down. And say, well, you know what? We're just going to put a lake here. We'll just put a park here. We'll build a freeway through it. Because what? Anytime we built a black city, we thrived. And they starved. They was unemployment and frustrated. And they looked across the train tracks and saw us over there having a good time. Partying like it wasn't no tomorrow, man. Like, people don't know. Black Wall Street had like one of the largest banks in the world. Like, I'm talking like, I think it was like the top 5, something up in there. It had one of the first airstrips, if not, it was one of the first airstrips in the United States. Like, we thrived when we was not joined to them, man. And guess what? More importantly than anything, we was together. We was together, man. We had each other. If somebody's house caught on fire on the block, we all went down there and helped build that house back up. That's how we was, man. Not no more since we joined ourselves to him. Since we started loving him, guess what we started doing? We started hating each other, man. And now when a brother or sister house burned down on the block, we say, oh, well, that's fucked up. And we keep it pushing.
Even then, when somebody was getting arrested by the cops, we would all be outside.
We would all go out there to see what making sure he wasn't getting busted upside his head and all kind of. We all out there. What's going on? We all got to know what's going on. No, we ain't like that no more, man. Why? Because we done gave our love to every other nation. We so busy loving every goddamn body else, we done forgot how to love each other. We love everybody and everything except ourselves. And it's insane. It is insane. Salakia, 1 second.
Salakia, sir. And this scripture says a lot to me, because like we don't have like doctors that we could depend on that's our same color.
Right.
We don't have lawyers, engineers. So we got to depend on these people to keep us in good health.
Right.
And that's scary to me. That's scary. Like, we got more people that's like gang members and stuff like that. And if like, just imagine like if those thousands of gang members were engineers and doctors and stuff like that, we wouldn't have to go to their communities and get their medicine and their treatments and stuff like that.
Some of them smarter than some of them damn doctors in there.
Yes, sir.
They way smarter than them, man. But again, because we joined ourselves to him, think about this, man. We a nation of people, right?
Right.
But we got to go to another nation of people to ask to be treated right.
God.
What in the hell is that? We got to ask to get treated right. We got to stand there and let them sick dogs on us, spray us with water, kick us in the face, spit on us, punch us, and say, please, can y'all treat us nicely? Instead of saying, you know what? I'm about to get the hell away from them. And if they come across them train tracks, it's going to be a sad day for them.
We used to stay away from.
Yeah. Yeah. That would seem like the most sensible thing to do. Like, why would you join yourself to somebody that's harming you, that clearly don't want to be joined to you? It ain't like we ain't know when they tricked us. No, they was making it clear. They sicking dogs on you. That's what we read earlier, man. Our shepherds led us astray, man. They led us into something that I don't understand it. But again, because we let preachers lead us, and they led us behind their lust. They ain't lead us by what the Lord was saying. They led us behind their lust for whatever it was they wanted, and led us into this mess that we in right now. Now Commander General Yohana got to come fix it. And it's sad, man, because as we trying to fix one another, man, guess who give us the most flack? Our own people. Like, and sometimes it amazes me. I just go, this brother is arguing with us. He don't see what I see. Like, I don't understand it. Are they not seeing what I'm seeing? They don't see how messed up we are. Like, you can't see that. You don't see what I don't know how everybody else block look. My block look like an airstrike. I always say it look like an airstrike hit it. That's how my block look. It's like a house, field, house, and then it's a house across the street, all field, and then two house. Like, that's how my block look. That's how my block looks. And I just like, damn, man. And I'm looking like at one point it used to be houses all up and down the block. What the hell happened? Like, I stay in Brightmo. It's deers running around in Brightmo. Like, I don't know if y'all know about Brightmo, especially back when, oh man, when I was growing up and I was younger. So it was like the wild, it was a little wild. So all I'm gonna say, it was just a little wild. It's deers running around there now. I see deers running through the vacant lots and fields. And a lot of them houses got burned down by the police. Yeah, it was crazy back in the day. And there's deers running through the fields now. No, you don't see what I see. You can't look and go and then stop for 1 second and say, well, man, wait a minute. What the hell happened? Something happened. Like, it ain't just like this. Something had to happen to make it this way, man. Your oppressor, your preachers, everybody who had something to do with leadership inside of the Black community, they are responsible for what you walk outside to every single day, man. They're responsible. And guess what, man? The Lord gonna hold them accountable. The Lord is going to hold them accountable, all right? So, Hosea 4 and 6, Salakia. It say, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. And that happens so much, man. You know how many times brothers is battling people on the internet all day just to try to get them to wake up to who the hell they is? I got to battle with somebody sitting up talking about they spiritual, and you ask them what the hell is that? They don't even know. And then they trying to argue back and forth with you. They trying to teach you something about something that they don't even know nothing about. And then you like brother or sister, like, listen, you probably need to put that weed down. It's hurting you. It's harm. You're arguing something you don't know nothing about. Like, what do? You high. It seems smart to you. You think you expanding your mind. You're a drug addict. Put it down. Stop it. And you about to celebrate Easter when it come up. Because they have rejected knowledge, man. How you gonna argue with me about the Bible being true and God said we was going on slave ships and we went? What are we even talking about after that? Is there something else to talk about after that? He said you're not gonna listen, and I'm gonna put you on slave ships. We didn't. We went. We here. Ain't no philosophy, ain't no other God, ain't no other book. Nothing else can explain it that clearly. What you gonna tell me? You gonna tell me, well, that's just a part of life. Things just happen. You gonna tell me some dumb stuff like that? When I got the answer right here in the Bible? You think you could teach me something different? No, you can't. Your foolishness don't stand up to what the Lord's saying. It's stupid. All right. Let's see. Let me finish this. Salakia. It says, I will also reject thee, and thou shalt be no priest to me. And that's what we're seeing now. Instead of being a priest to the Lord, guess what we is? We weed heads. That's what we is, instead of being priests. We Muslims instead of being priests. We spiritual and Christian and set tripping instead of being priests. We everything but a priest and prophet of the Lord. And you know it because look at what it does to us. It gets us nowhere. It does nothing for it. It helps build us up. None. It helps bring us together. None. Because in all of that I just named, guess what? You always got to let some oppressor in it to be a part of it. That's why I love the UPK. No oppressor, no other nation can come in here. You can't even come in the building to see what we doing. You can't even come in the building to see what we doing. You can't even get here. We don't even want you standing outside. That's why I love it in here, because this is just about us, man. This is the one place we could come and it only be about us loving each other, man. You won't find this nowhere else, man. And that's when I'm mad. Y'all got to come to, if y'all don't make it to the Passover, I don't know, man. Y'all got to make it to the Passover because it's going to blow your mind. You have never seen this many black people, black and Hispanic and Native American people together and no problems. And it's just all love. You can't even have a goddamn barbecue at your house without your uncles fighting or your cousins fighting. When the last time your whole family got together and there wasn't no fight? It happened in mine all the time. Maybe your family different from mine. Huh? Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. Okay, I believe you. But you come to the Passover, man, you ain't gonna see them problems, man. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. And it's gonna be a whole week, man, of fun and activities, man, and black people loving each other, man, as it should be, man. how it's going to be in the kingdom, man. And it is going to be a wonderful thing, man. I meet a new brother. I meet new brothers every time I go. Every time I go to the Passover, I meet new brothers, man. And it's just a beautiful thing. And it's just like, it'd be like we knew each other our whole life. It'd just be like we knew each other our whole life. I just walk up to brothers and just start talking. They might be talking about something while I'm walking past. I hear it. I just walk up and start talking. And then we just start kicking it. Everybody kicking it. Like it's just a beautiful thing, man. It is a beautiful thing. So if y'all can make it down to Houston, man, get down there, man. Get down there, man, because it's just something you don't want to miss, all right? And with that, you got anything, questions, brother, before we close out?
No, sir.
All right. We'll close out the class. Hey, Shalom, Israel. The water to y'all for rocking it out with me. Hold on, before I close it out, did I even finish that? Hold on. Let me make sure I finish that. I did not finish that scripture, so I'm going to finish that. It says, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. And that's what we did inside of this kingdom, man. We forgot the law of the Lord inside of here, man. And we doing everything but keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, man. And it goes on to say, I will also forget thy children. And that's what happens, man. And that's what I was saying when we talking to the younger people. And some of the younger people, they don't even understand what it is to hell up because they growing up seeing it and it's normal to them. This is not normal, man. This is not living. We're not living inside of this kingdom. We're surviving. It is a huge difference. It's a huge difference between living and surviving. Your oppressor is living. That's why he going bungee jumping and skydiving. He's free. That's how a free man lives. A free man lives bungee jumping, skydiving, exploring the lions and tigers and all kind of nonsense. He's free. We survive. We survive inside of this kingdom. That's why that looks so weird to us. All right. And with that, shalom, Israel.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one